Hello everyone, welcome back to our tutorials, pharmacy management system. In today's tutorial, we are going to continue with our main function. So we are going to create a new menu item, that is nav item called medicine. We want to see how to create, let's add, insert, update and edit, delete medicines into our database. So just like we did for the customers and staff users, we are going to create add a new nav item up here. So we have this one, staff, customer. So before we do that, so these are the fields that we will require in our database. This is our table called medicine. So in case you need something added, you can just add that and continue with our project as we are moving on. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share with your friends so that we can learn together. Okay, without wasting time, let us go to our database and create this table called medicine. So we need just to create this table and make it ready before we do anything else. Okay, so our table is going to be called medicine. Let me just make this be small. Okay, so medicine. So we come to our pharmacy, database, and then we add new table, and we add table name here, medicine. Okay, so in our table we are going to have how many fields? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 fields. Okay, already we have 4 here, so we are going to add just by adding more 5. Say go. So let's start by adding the ID. So we have ID, and our ID as usual we make it auto increment and we make it primary. So we have this one, we have name, so that is going to be the medicine name. Okay, we have name, then we are going to have packaging. So in we are also going to have generic name. So let me just try to copy this. I like to make it be a bit faster. So we have packaging, we have generic name, we have a supplier name. So we must record the supplier. So the supplier table, we are going to link this one so that we are able to get the supplier, the person who supplied the medicine, and then we would like to put one image that we use for identifying the product, that is the medicine. Okay, and then of course we are going to soft delete. So reason why we put this field called is deleted. Okay, so for sub delete, we are going to get that one called is deleted, and then we are going to put the two one, which is created at and updated at. Okay, created at and updated at. So those two things are more important. And then we are going to now assign the variable names. Okay, so in ID, we are going to use int. That's okay. Then name, we are going to use varchar. Of course, we're going to put 255, and then we null it. Okay. Then in packaging, we are going to use the varchar 255. Then we null it as well. Then on generic name, we are going to put varchar. Okay. 255 as usual, and then put it null. Then in our supplier name, varchar 255, then put it null. Then profile image, in the profile image we are going to put varchar 255. Okay, 255, then null. In our is deleted, we are going to use tiny int. Let's put that for 1, because we are going to use 1 value, so it's just okay. And we are is deleted, we just need to put as defined. So we say 0 is not deleted, and then 1 is deleted. So you just write it at the comment section so that somebody will be able to know deleted not deleted. Okay, this is not deleted, and then you put 1 is equal to deleted. So it is important, very important to put that, so that somebody who will come thereafter to use your project will be able to know what you are doing. So it created that is date time. Find date time, put date time, all of them date time, and then we just leave them date time, and we can decide to put them null. Okay, null. So we just put them null, all of them. So that is okay, and it tells us that now our database is ready to save. Okay, so we hit on save, and our database, our table called medicines is successfully created, as you can see. All right, so we have our table ready to start. So the next thing that we need to do is to go to our menu sidebar here and create a new name. So just the same way we did to the customers, we now need to put that one for medicine. Okay, let's see, admin medicine. Sorry, let's see, admin yeah, let's just rewind everything. Okay, let me put this one, admin medicines, like that. So our medicine is ready. So we have medicines, and using bag, that's okay. So you copy this for our URL. So we go to our route file, that is web.php, here down there. So we create a new one called medicine. So below customers there, you put medicines, and then our let's create our route. So we have this one, which is for get. So we have get, then we paste that which we copied. So this one we are not going to have customer controller, but we are going to have a different controller called medicines controllers, medicine controller, medicines controller. So here the first one we are going to use list. Okay, so that is well. Then we are going to also get to create. So we have get, because we don't need that one for now. Let's just create this one. I think we can also create those things. We make them ready. So we have that one, get. Then we have admin medicines create, just the same way we've been doing it there. So let me just put like this, admin medicine, then we put one called create. Something is not working for me well. So this one is create, and then we have this other one. We have store, edit. So we have medicines, store, edit, update, and delete. Just like that. That's now making sense. Everything's now working. Then we need to create this controller. This controller has not been created, but before we do that, what you can do is we can import it up here to make it be available. Okay, so let's use this app. So we have medicines controller as well, and then we come down here and create the controller. Okay, so we say php artisan, customer controller. No, we have this called medicine controller, and then we enter. Okay, so our controller is existing. You can see successfully. So our error disappears, meaning that we are ready to go. So when we come here, go to definition, we have our controller here. Okay, so we can start by creating the first one, which is list. We have list, the class list. So we say, come and say public, public function. It's not index, but it's called list. That is how we are calling it this time. So then we return. Yeah, so we can come to one of the controllers, that is, let's say this is customer controllers. We can copy something here. So we have this. Okay, we have that. We paste it up there. So we bring this. This is going to be called list. Let's just call it list, and then we are passing data there, which is here. Okay, so that is okay, and it's ready to do everything. That is to call our blade file called list here. So we are going to create a folder called medicines, just the same way we did it to these other ones. We created the folder called customer. So we come to admin, add new folder, then we call it medicines, and in our medicines we create this file called list. Okay, so we have, let's just create all the files. So we have add.lead.php, then we also create list dot lead dot php. Then we also create another one, which is edit dot lead dot php. So those three files very important, and they are common files which you are going to use. So we can close this one. You can close that one. This one we can close as well. We can come to our project, we refresh this, we can see that medicine is going to be added. So we have another one. But this one, I think it's not supposed to be bag. It's supposed to be bag, or we can use something like pills. Okay, I don't know. Let me just say if we are able to do that. So our, let me see if we have something like pills, capsule. Yeah, capsule is okay. So when we, yeah, so we refresh this, we can see we have capsule. That is okay. That's perfectly okay. 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 Yeah, so now we are done with that. Now we are going to check on how to, we are going to check on how to, we are going to write our class. So yeah, so we have this. Let's now create our blade, build our blade the way it's supposed to be. So we are going to our customer, then we go to list, copy everything that we have here, and paste it here. Okay, so we can close this for now. Then yeah, so we are going to remove, okay, let's first of all remove everything from the table, the files. So we remove everything, we don't need it here. Yeah, so let's just remove everything for else, and we remain with only table body. And we first of all need to create this one, make it as medicine. So we don't need it as customers home. This one is medicines as well. and then we are going to add, so we copy this, so we have add, our create is here. Okay, so let's make this thing very fast. That is already added. Then we need this one is going to be medicine list instead of customer list, and then we are going to build this one. So let's do that very fast. We have our name packaging, so the packaging, that's what we bring in to replace the last name jumpsy. Okay, we have phone, so this one we replace with packaging. Okay, then we have generic name, so that one we call generic name, and then we have supplier name, supplier name. We have supplier name, profile image. Okay, so let me see the profile image. We can put it somewhere here, so maybe this one is okay. Let's just put this as just call it product image, not profile but product image. Just use that name for profile image. It's okay, we just leave it, but now from our side we just call it product image. Then we have deleted us, we don't need that one, so doctor's name, address, we remove all this. Then we have created us and dated at. Yeah, so our list is ready, so meaning that if we click that, it will be bringing us to list like that, so we can see our list ready. Okay, that product image, I don't think we just need, we can just put it as image like that only. We use that name image, so working well. Okay, and under the supplier name you can just use supplier, so the other one is just okay. So we have supplier, generic name, supplier created data, updated us, and then action. Okay, so we are ready for that. Then we go to add. We also need to build add. Okay, so we come customer, copy everything here, and then we bring to add, making our work be faster. Okay, yeah, so here we will call it as okay, let me just remove this. I'll just try to remove everything here like this. I need to remove everything there, we remain with only font, so form. And then what we are going to do here, this one is add new medicine, and then our add is going to be that create medicines. Okay, so is this one, it's just same thing. Okay, so that is going to be our form, new medicine, and then here we are going to put medicines, then create. Okay, we have post, that's the method. Then remember we have the image which will be uploaded, so reason why we will use n type meta n type multipart form data, so do not forget to add that one. If you don't, then it will not work for you in the near future. So we are also going to add, we have the name, let me see, image name packaging. Okay, so we have packaging like that. So it's packaging, that name we have in our database. Then we have, we have generic name. So generic name, we can call it generic name div class form group. Okay, that is all we need for that. And then we are going to put the label as generic name. Okay, then we have yeah, so generic name, that's okay. Then we are going also to add the supplier name. Supplier name, we have generic name, then supplier name. Okay, so we put this div form group, div class, form group. So supplier name, going to have it as supplier name. Yeah, so supplier name, that is okay, so that is well. Then we have we are going to have a profile image. Okay, so this is a profile image which we have. So let's just put this as div profile image, and so we are going to use the file type as image, and yeah, so this one we need to move it a bit higher up there. I just need it up here. You can put it where you want. So that is where I want it to be. So we have profile image. Just use the same name. Enter. And let me call it image. In my case, I will just call it image the way it is. So the other things remain the same because our database table field name is called profile image. So that is why it has to remain that way. And then refresh this. So everything is ready. So when I click on add new, it takes me to that form. If something is not working well, you will see the error message. So we have an error. So it's a call of undefined medicine controller create. So there is under the medicine controller we've not defined the create. Okay, so let's say public function not store, we need the create. Let me see, which name do we have? We have create here. Okay, that class we need to define. So call create. Okay, So we have add medicine. So this is well now should be working fine. So when you refresh this page, we can see that we have everything. So we have the image, name, packaging, generic name, then the supplier name. So we are just going to implement them step by step. So for now, let's just use the supplier name, but we will have the supplier table where we will be combining everything, okay? So we will make it in a way that when we click supplier name, it takes it from the table suppliers. So suppliers we are going to add, so it will be taken from the table suppliers and then it starts there. So we'll check that one to be the suppliers ID. Actually, let's just do that for now. That is how it's supposed to be. So here we should have the supplier ID, not name. Okay. And then we will take that from the table direct. So this one is ID. And then with ID we just use int, then we put I think let's just leave it voucher for now, but we know it's an ID which is going to be saved there. Okay. Yeah, so we will be able to correct that. So when we shall have added X suppliers. Okay. Yeah. So we have this now should be displaying fine. So we have the supplier name. It will be displaying the name instead of the ID. All right, because we will link these two tables and we will search using the ID that we have there, and then we retrieve the name of the supplier. Okay. Okay, so let's work on how to add this, insert this into the database. Okay, let's do that now. We have supply name. This we are going to use the ID for now. Okay, because supplier is another big table, so we will not need to combine everything here. We just separate that. We will create a different table for suppliers. Okay. Yeah, so to add that one, we will call this function. So we have from this we have to create a class called store. Where we are going to use the request. Okay. So let me use this. We have the customer model. We don't have the customer model, so we have the medicine model which we had already created here. We've not created the model actually. So let's create the model called medicine model. Okay. So we come here. Let us do this. So we say PHP artisan, and we need to create medicines model. This one is not controller, but model, make model medicines model. Okay, so after it has been created, it is coming here. So let's copy model and then we bring it here. Okay, this is what we are going to use. So we need to say we need to create that use model model let's come to our customer here, and then we copy this. This is what we are using for the models. Okay, so we bring here and place it there. Okay, let's put this up there, and then think we are doing the wrong thing. I needed to copy from the controller, customer controller, and then I take this. This is what I wanted, okay? Yeah, so we say app models. I don't need this one here. Sorry about that. And then instead of customers, I put the medicine model. So this one we need to remove because we don't need it. Okay. Yeah, so you can see that our model is now properly imported. And then we need to change this. So let's DD. Before we do that, we are going to DD request all, and we simply come here and we need to fill this. Refresh the page. So we need to fill everything here. So let's select that, and then we can fill the names. So packaging, you can say that generic name, the supplier name, let's just use ID, supplier one, let's use ID because that's what we will be using. So for now, I'm just call it supplier one, and then we submit. So I think there is one thing that we've not added, included in our form. So it is about the submit button. Okay. So let us remove that, and I just want to check the form here, the submit one here. Let's copy. Let's copy that and then bring it here. Okay. So you copy that and bring it here. Yeah, this one is already properly configured, so we will not waste a lot of time. Yeah, so let's refresh this and see. Yeah, we can see that we have another submit one. Let me see, something is missing somewhere. Let me say that it is okay. Yeah, this div, we need to close div somewhere. I think div, we need to close this div. So we have form, we have this form. All right, form is also not completed, so we need just to ensure that that is completed. So that one is okay now. Okay, and we can refresh this. That is good. Okay, we have the submit. So when we click on submit, we can see that now we are getting this details. So DT details. So we have generic, package name, all these are there. So this one is not supposed to be, this is not supposed to be supplier name, because from the database we have changed it to supplier ID. So you come here and change it to supplier ID. Okay, so change everything that are here to supplier ID. So in future we are going to put it, and we are going to use it as select. Okay, so that when we select, we simply select from a drop down. Okay, so now let's refresh this page and see. Yeah, so we can see. Yeah, so we'll have to come back. and submit again. Yeah, so you can see we have the supplier ID. So let's implement this one by one. So packaging, we come to our medicine controllers and we call this packaging and request packaging from the form. Our name from the database is also called packaging. We have generic name. Our name from the database is called a generic. Then from the form is also called generic name. Supplier ID, we have the supplier ID and the supplier ID. Then we have doctor, that is profile image, then profile image. There is a way we are going to do this, so we don't need to worry about it. So we simply need to copy from the user which we implemented, and then we just bring it here. Okay, so for us to do that, we just need to bring we go to user controller, not user controller, yeah, user controller here, and then we copy everything that we have here. Okay, it's called profile image. Just copy because it's the same name, so we don't need to worry about changing so many things, and then bring it here. Okay, so we'll have to comment out that and then bring this one down, this, like that. Okay, so what we need to change is this one, which is supposed to, which is should be changed to save. Okay, so this is going to change to save, then this one is going to change to save. So this is going to change to save. Anything to do with the user variable is going to change to save because we are using the save variable instead. And then we need to call this functions. So we come to user controller and then copy this str, the string function, and call it down here. Okay, so that one is done. You can see string is now working fine, and everything is now everything seems to be okay. Now we need to change the path. So this path we need to change that. We will not use it to a path called profile, but we shall use this as medicines. Okay, let's call this path as medicines. So anywhere you see the profile, change it to medicines. Okay, like that. So we are done with that. We are done with that. This thing is going to tell us that the we need just to change this to medicines. Okay, and then we just change this to medicines added successfully. Okay, yeah, so let's see what is it that is remaining. Everything seems to be okay now. Okay, so let's refresh this and see if this is going to add it. So when we refresh that, resend, so we get something about this view not found, pharmacy medicine models doesn't exist, connection. Okay, so that is an issue with the model. So let's open our model. Where did we open the model? So let's close this. So we come to our medicine model, not there. So let's first of all close this one, and you come to medicine model and also open the customer model. So we'll need to just copy everything here. We will need them. Okay, just copy everything here as it is, come here and then you paste it. So we are going to change this one. We need to copy also. Let's just copy this as factory We don't have it. Medicine model, okay, as factory. Okay, so eloquent use as factory, that is well included. Then here we are using the table called medicines, not deleted, and where deleted you get record, so that is okay. Also this is also okay, so we will use these things. So the reason why we need them, so when we come to refresh our page again, present, there is something that we've not added this. Let me see. Well, we've not done something. Let me see. What is it that we've not added? Medicine controller is there. We've not added from the medicine controllers. We have the medicine model, which is here. Okay. What is the name of our table? Medicines. That is okay. Copy that and simply paste here just to confirm. Okay, medicines. So what is the saying? Column not found, unknown column, doctor name. So where is this doctor name? It should be somewhere. We are sending something called doctor name. Let me see. Now if we say send, where are we sending doctor name? Let me come back to our controller. I think our problem is here. So we need to remove other remaining. The doctor name is not there. Okay. So you see, that is how you troubleshoot and debug your Laravel project. So I think from there you are learning a lot. Okay. So you refresh this, send. So we can see that medicine has been added successfully. When we come to our table, we see that one record has been successfully added. So we see image, which we have added JPG, name is there, and then let's go to our directories, project directory. So our project directories is under Laragon. We have www, we have pharmacy, we have public, we have uploads. You can see medicine folder. It has automatically been created. So these other ones has been created when we were just sending the unsuccessful images. Okay, the unsuccessful record which we are trying to send there. So we will just need, let me see this NC, and the other one is, yeah, this is NC. This is what we need. These other ones need to be removed. Okay, so still we remain with our record the way it is. So what we are going to do is now to create the populate this and also create the edit and add buttons, which is in our next tutorial. All right, without that, thank you very much for watching, and I ask you to share, subscribe, like, and check the bell icon for future tutorial.